Hello, chess fans and chess beginners. Today, we're going to be looking at a kind of an opening. I don't even consider it an opening. Called Grob's attack. And if you are not a beginner, you don't really need to be looking at this video unless you don't know what Grob's attack is, or you're just too dense to actually know how to prevent it. But basically, I'm living up to my part of the chess beginners side of my intro and looking at a pretty beginner opening. Um, Grob's attack. So Grob's attack starts with the move G4, and we can already see the computer's already saying that Black has a 0.72 lead after the first move. He hasn't even played anything. He's still better than White. So D5. And the computer is suggesting E3 here. But actually, no, he's suggesting a couple moves. But anyway, you have D5 trying to grab the pawn. And we're going to be looking at the stupidest trick ever with bishop to G2. And just don't take this pawn. Don't take this pawn. You can, but you have to play precisely to actually, get rid to not just get destroyed, um, or just get kind of cheesed. So if bishop captures c4, you can't capture because if you capture, obviously your rook is lost, and yeah, it's not optimal. I mean, you can do it, and Black still has an advantage because of how horrible, after knight d7, because of how horrible White's development is. If they're still considering it after knight d7 an advantage, and you can play this. You can play this variation, and it's not that. It's actually better for Black. But we're just looking at if this player is completely dense, we are going to be looking at what happens when he play. Hold on, what's the move here? So if f3 is played, not f3. c6 is played. Queen to b3, and this is just. And I mean, you could still prevent all of this. Again, don't fall for this. Please. Please. I never want to. After this video goes up, I never want to see anybody getting hit by this again. Okay? It's obviously threatening to capture the pawn and to capture the other pawn. So, yeah. This is not a very good. It's cramped. They're suggesting knight to f6, just ignoring it, and then after queen captures, yeah, you just go there, and it's apparently it's fine. Actually, no, the computer is going crazy, first saying it's a 2-pawn advantage for White, then saying it's fine for Black, then okay, but obviously the point is capturing this pawn is kind of dumb because you don't need to. It's just a pawn, and you can still play into this variation that I showed you, where Black just gives up the pawn and the rook for the bishop. Actually, pawn, bishop, and pawn just gives up the exchange, and Black's development is so much better that it's completely fine. Or you go into this, you go into maybe an e3. No, that's bad. Yeah, this is probably the best variation after this. But anyway, point is, probably don't capture this pawn. If you do decide to, probably go for that gambit. Or if you don't, there's also suggesting knight to f6 being a fine move. And what if after queen here? Oop, loading. Yeah, and they're just saying give up the pawn. So basically, you can give up the exchange and the pawn, and you will still be fine because this is just horrible for white. So yeah, maybe after this, play something like c6, or play something that's, or knight to f6. Actually, no, because the pawn pushes d5. C6, maybe something like that. Something not completely terrible. And all right. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm actually going to be making another beginner video about the Scholar's Mate. Again, another. Don't fall for that. Anyway, have a good one, and remember, live chess.